What's up, guys? We back to the Dynasty Pylon on Wednesday with me and Mark. Mark, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. First division round game for my Commanders in over about 20 years.
You know what? The fact of the matter is you have the quarterback. You have good receivers. It seems like you have the coach. You know, Dan Quinn is doing it. You got rid of the owner. Like, you're sitting pretty.
That was the first domino.
That
was the first domino.
Everything you could want is just happening. I want to be. I want to be you when for Halloween. I'm dressing up as Mark.
But here's the thing: never in a million years would I've ever thought it would be this fast. Like I was like, oh, we got rid of Dan Snyder, bring in new ownership. Then we got rid of the old coaching staff, and then I'm like, okay, we're getting the ball rolling. And then we draft Jaden Daniels.
And then
I was like, all right, future looks bright. Then little did I know it wasn't the future, it was the present.
I pat myself on the back because I called it, but it's unbelievable what happened. And I really believe it.
You didn't even think we were going to win 12.
No one did. I thought 10 was the
You said 10, 11, and then make the playoffs. And then
yeah, exactly.
With our 13th win last week.
I'm like, I can't believe what's going on. But you know what? Also, we did gift you as a win. I think that got you guys started. Because you know what? At this point in time, I'm starting to believe that you guys might be a team of destiny. And if you beat the Lions, is there anyone that could stop you? that's all I'm going to say.
I mean, if we had the ball with the game on the line in the last drive, I don't think he's just so like ice in his veins. Like the pressure just doesn't get to him.
No, but your offensive line gets better throughout the game. I 100% believe
there's that too. I noticed that.
Like throughout the game, you start looking like, man, he ain't taking a sack in the fourth quarter in like 17 games. I don't know what the hell's going on. All of a sudden, they become a line for like Jonathan. Like you just get all the best linemen ever. They all become that way, and then you win.
That 3rd and 4 run to get the first down to ice the game, basically. Like he didn't even look like he was running full speed. He just looked like he was kind of gliding. Let me just move this way, move that way, up, go down.
I feel like that's what he does all the time. He just glides. You know, I think Martin always used to say like he's great at throwing off center. Like he's not, dropping back in the pocket and throwing on time. He's throwing off whatever. He's still throwing on time, but just he'll go to the right, he'll go to the left, he'll go wherever he has to go. He'll step up into the pocket and hit great throws all the time. I love watching him play. And then we have another rookie sensation with Bo Nix.
Yeah.
I look at the Broncos and even Sean Payton's like, yeah, we found our QB. This is it. We're good. And of course you say that because you look at the playoffs and you're like, wow. I mean, they made the playoffs in a team that was awful. We all thought was done. Yet somehow they came back, believe in Sean Payton. Maybe Sean Payton knew what he was talking about. He was talking about Russell Wilson. And I was the number one guy saying he was horrible. You're stupid. You're terrible to do the things you did. Man, maybe
remember, no one's going to the Broncos in the offseason.
Well, no one did.
Yeah, they brought him into the draft. Fine.
No one went there to sign it. No one signed it, but you know what? It didn't matter because they're like, well, we know how to draft. I know what talent looks like, and it looks great for Sean Payton. So, and then on the other end, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I love Mike Tomlin. I love him, but they haven't won a playoff game in 9 years? That's a long time. To not win a championship, to not win a playoff game in 9 years. So I don't know what that means. The fans, I understand them being upset. What they saw. But what do you expect when you have?
Well, I think I think, something came out today. I think Tomlin came out and said, for all you people who were hoping for trades and stuff, don't hold your breath. So I don't think Tomlin.
Well, I don't know if he can make that decision. If they want to trade him, they could trade him, right?
I don't think he says that unless he has he's probably already met with the owners and stuff, I would assume.
What if a team comes to 2
I mean, anything can happen. Someone could be like, here's 5 first rounders. And I mean, I'm sure someone will go, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want them that much.
If anyone knows how to pick their next head coach, it's us. I mean, 3 in 50 years. So
we'll figure it out.
But I don't know. It is one of those things. Like could it be like one of those Andy Reid things where always getting to the playoffs, always getting to the championship game, and then he gets let go by the Eagles.
The greatest coach of all time. Then, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, there you go. Apparently, he has a no trade clause, so that no coaches could have that. Interesting.
You could be fired. But yeah,
I mean, there is that. You can be fired.
And they said instead of firing you, we'll rather trade you to this team. What do you think?
Right.
So
I don't know. He might prefer to get fired because he can. Because like they said on the broadcast after the game, I think it was Fitzpatrick who was like, Steelers let him go. He's not unemployed, but for like a minute.
I don't know if he's unemployed at all. Like, they literally fire him and someone calls him exactly
as soon as he gets let go, if he gets let go by the Steelers, his phone will not stop ringing until it's confirmed he's somewhere else. Like, there will be people whose coaches now who thought they were safe would be, shaking in their boots like, oh no.
Great coaches will be fired to get Mike Tomlin in as a coach.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, I think like Andy Reid, Dan Campbell, probably.
Sean
Maybe Dan Quinn, just because of how good he did this year.
Nah, you tell me you guys wouldn't fire Dan Quinn. I would.
I don't think you would fire Dan Quinn. Not now.
I would in a second. I wouldn't even worry. I wouldn't even sweat.
Coach of the year. Let's fire him.
Yeah. Kevin Stefanski has 2 of those. I'll fire him. I'll fire everybody.
I guarantee you, freaking the Eagles should be like, goodbye, Siriani.
Oh my God, Siriani. He's literally like the worst part about the Eagles. He's literally the worst.
God, you put Tomlin on the Eagles, I would quit. I'll be like, this is stupid. The Eagles are winning the next 5 Super Bowls.
With that talent?
Why are we even trying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With that talent, like, crazy.
Doesn't make sense.
Crazy.
Other news, we had Jim Harbaugh had 2 procedures already. That's crazy. I mean, the Chargers are, just barely out. So he had cardiac, what's it called, ablation, and then a hip replacement.
Damn.
Like, he's basically become, literally just trying to get a new body. That's what's going on. He's going to get a new body.
Yeah.
Then we got Deontay Johnson being claimed by the Ravens off waivers.
Again.
Yeah, again.
And they might, I was like, are you for real right now?
Because they might get extra picks from it. They might get extra draft picks.
I think Zay Flowers might miss the division round game. I think he's trending towards not playing.
Man, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, well, we'll talk about the game soon. But yeah.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's win this thing. I got to go, guys. I'm out.
I still think the Eagles, the Sirianni's the biggest problem for the Eagles.
Game 3, winner take all to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. But if you beat Detroit,
Commanders first.
If you can beat Detroit, but I don't. That would shock me more.
Here's the thing, and I felt like this is what I heard from ESPN too. They said the same thing. Like, if I'm Detroit Lions, I'm not scared of the Commanders as a team. Like, you look at the Commanders versus the Lions, you look like you should probably win. Plus, that offense will probably put up points. But if you're that Detroit defense with all those injuries and not being 100%, with Jane Daniels on the other side, I don't know if I'd be uneasy.
I mean, you're a playoff team, so it's not like this is a fluke of a season. It's like, oh, well, we got lucky the way our schedule fell out and everything. We're just lucky. No, you're a good team. So
imagine if we could run the ball. If we could run the ball, our offense could be even scarier. I mean, outside of Jane Daniels.
Here's the question, though: can you guys stop anything on Detroit?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's going to go down if our defense can stop Detroit.
I don't think the Detroit punts. I literally don't think they punt. That doesn't mean they score. That doesn't mean they score every time they touch the ball. It just means
we didn't punt last week.
I think Detroit will force you
to. Granted, we did lose like 2 going for it on 4th down, but
But that's exactly what happened with Detroit too, right? I think to beat Detroit,
Detroit does the same thing.
You have to score 45 points to beat Detroit. That's what it will be.
I don't know if it'll be quite like the Bills-Lions game, but I wouldn't be shocked if both teams put up 30 points.
I think you lose by 11.
Lose by 11?
Mm-hmm. I think you lose by 11.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think you lose by 11. 33-44.
33 to 44.
33 to 44.
Well, hey, that's best case scenario because we have the ball game on the line.
But that's why you lose by 11.
That's what everyone says. And that's the one thing that I've been hearing a lot is people are saying the one thing that they feel like separates Jane Daniels from almost any other rookie that's ever played is just how well he was like number 2 in the NFL for QBR with the game on the line in the entire NFL.
Well, that
and he had the most touchdowns.
The 60-yard Hail Mary helped a lot. I mean, that really did help a lot. So completing, you back. The 60-yard Hail Mary does help that QBR.
No, it does, but I'm just saying, like, compared to everybody else in the NFL, not just rookies, and he was top 2.
I agree, but once
especially
again,
with the game on the line. That's what
no one has a 60-yard Hail Mary like no one. So I do believe it though. Anthony says Washington won against Tampa Bay. I was smiling, and then I saw David Montgomery practicing.
And then I was reading something like Cliff Kingsbury.
I started crying. I worry about David Montgomery. I think
we'll see how effective he can be, though.
David Montgomery is going to be fine. He's going to be fine. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know how he does it, but like I don't know if he has like bionic legs or something. Somehow he just figures out like he's like Palpatine. Somehow he returns. I don't know what happens. He just comes back. He still has that magic about him. And it's not like you were missing. Gibbs was a top 3 running back without him. And then they just get more, even better with Dave Montgomery there. Like you're just giving Ben Johnson even more ammunition. It's just, And I think Glenn does enough to win the game. But I'm telling you, I still believe in Washington. I think Washington could be down 20 to like 33 in the 4th quarter. And they're going to mount a comeback. They're going to score like 13 to 14 points. No, that game is not over if it happens that way. You have to score another touchdown to beat that team because they will not stop. They won't. This won't. They're that good. So don't think it's a fluke. Don't think this is like we're just spinning hyperbole or anything. They're literally that good. So, well, Anthony, you guys had a great enjoy the couch knowing it's a good season. Oh yeah, you guys had a great season. I mean, really, really great season.
Well, I mean, to put it in perspective, it's probably our best season since 1991. So.
Yeah, no, really. I mean, it was in normal times, you probably would have won the division. You literally have a juggernaut in the division right now, But normal times, you win a division. See, Eagles though flying past the Rams to see if they can beat the Lions. We know we can keep up offensively, but will the defense be one of those 2 teams to hold them to 24 or less points? The only time that the Lions
don't discredit the Rams. Don't just be thinking the championship game as a lock for the Lions and the Eagles. I mean, it probably will be. It's not locked.
The betting favorite is the Lions Eagles, right? But we've been saying that from since week like 7 or 8, right? But if anyone could beat the Eagles, Matt Stafford could do it.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
That Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, that defense that puts all that pressure, and it's not even them as much as it's Siriani can screw it up for them. I don't believe in Siriani at all. If Siriani is the reason why you think you're going to win, then you don't understand how winning works. He is not going to win you anything. I think somehow he finds a way to screw him over. I don't know if it's going to be against the Lions and Dan Campbell or if it's going to be against the Rams and Sean McVay, but he will figure out a way. He'll make a way out of no way.
Washington versus Lions spread is 9.5 and the over-under is 55.5.
I'm actually looking at it right here too. It is 9.5 and the over-under. Yep, is 55.5. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah.
I can definitely see 55.5 for sure.
I can see 9.5 too.
Well, you said they're going to win by 11, so.
Yeah. But once again, it's only because I'm still saying Washington's going to score 4 touchdowns.
I don't know if that's accurate, by the way, but I know they rarely score below 30. Alec Martin, I don't like LMAO, it's okay, Anthony. You can say that from the couch after this one. We walk together, Anthony. It's okay. He said, "No, it's a lock. Lock it in forward to Lions and Eagles."
Dude, I don't. It's not a lock for me for the Eagles, man. I just don't know. I don't know. Who's the best coach? Lions and Eagles. Who's the best coach?
McVay.
It's McVay, right? Who's the best quarterback? Remember, Siriani's coaching hurts. It doesn't matter. If Siriani's coaching hurts, Matt Stafford's the best quarterback. You got the best offensive line, yes, and you have the best running back. But Kyrie Williams is not a slouch. And it's possible they have – you might have – A.J. Brown might be slightly better than – well, I don't know. Puka, maybe? Like, if A.J. Brown's 4, Puka's like 6. Cooper Kupp, Devontae. Like, you could argue that, they have a better wide receiver core. Everything in me tells me the Eagles should win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say anything that they're not.
I'll be there next week, good or bad. Fly, Eagles, fly. To be honest, his coaching can be a little crazy at times, but I don't mind him nearly as much as the media likes to say he's awful.
I think he's awful because of what he does to his team and the lack of confidence they have in him. And when I look at Jalen Hurts, they don't put Hurts in the best position to win. Every single time. We were looking like, why does he throw the ball? It's because you only attempt 17 passes. What? Oh, because we can run the ball all the damn time. No, stop doing that. At least throw the ball 25 times and play action pass once in a while. What the fuck are they doing? I don't understand. You have 2 good receivers. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He drives me nuts. He literally drives me nuts. I feel like they have a team that should be so much better than they are. They're better than some of their parts. I don't know. I hate them. I really don't like Siriani.
Rams need Kupp to show up.
That's true. But they're giving the ball to Puka in every which way, right? Like he was running the ball, short, down the field. Everything was going to Puka. So I saw a ranking that I think Puka was ranked in the top 7 in the entire NFL when he's healthy.
Yeah. That's the other thing too. I feel like the Rams is like the healthiest they've been all season 2.
Yep. I mean, I don't know if Higbee is going to be a play, but Tyler Johnson looked decent after he got out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's that that weird defensive line.
I mean, you take away that horrible start, because what did they start, like 1-4, 1-5? And Puka didn't play almost any of those games.
Yep. And after that 1-4 start, they started killing it.
I don't know.
It's weird though. Did you see how much pressure they're putting on? I mean, of course you saw. It was just every time
10 sacks.
It was crazy.
Yeah. That'll be the interesting battle for me in this game. How that great offensive line battles against that defensive line of the Rams. I think it'll be a good battle. Well,
Siriani's gonna say, you know what? He reminds me of who's the coach in the Water Boy, the opposite on the opposite team, the University of Louisiana. Red something, I can't remember. Whatever his name is, he reminds me of him. Like, hey, they're good at rushing the passer, so we're not going to pass the ball. What? Like, what are you doing? You have two great receivers, but we're not going to pass the ball. We're going to take them out of the game.
Hey, what up? Just came through, drop a like. Thank you.
Appreciate it, B. Always. I was watching you guys as a committed fan from Disney World. What?
Oh, look at this. I mean, he broadcasted from Disney World. So.
Yeah. Hashtag bring Alec on. Hey,
that's awesome.
No, we can do this. You know, I'm actually going to be talking to Tank about growing the channel, doing some more stuff tonight. So yeah, no, definitely. I don't know how I'm going to get him.
Bring Alec on. Nice.
We just got to figure out a way for you to contact me because I don't have all that other stuff, all the stuff to Dynasty Pipeline. Mark does. So Mark can figure it out, and then you let me know, and I'll send an invite. We'll be fine.
Discord.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Get yourself on our Discord. I think there's a link to it in the description, isn't there?
It is. I just put it in our description. So yeah, we definitely have that.
There you go.
And I get all the notifications for that. Okay. Real quick. I do have a question. Do you think Houston has a chance against Kansas City?
I mean, if the defense keeps playing the way it did, I don't see why not. Also, it depends on how sluggish the Chiefs come out from their break. I feel like.
That's a good question, though. I mean, do they come out rusty? But because they needed this bye, they need to get healthy. They needed all that stuff. And they've done this before. But do they come out rusty? And does Houston shock them? I mean, I was shocked by the Chargers game.
Me too.
The way
that Stingley guy's looking like a pretty locked down corner, man.
I know. Crazy. I was like, yeah, I like what I said, you know. I think the better corner still in New York, but he is good as hell. He's good as hell. And they changed the defensive scheme, and it works. It works a lot. So what will it take for them to beat the Chiefs?
Well, like I said, their defense needs to stop Mahomes.
How?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But you said, what is it going to take for them to win? But more importantly, though, if their defense can't stop Mahomes, their offense needs to look a lot better than they did against the Chargers.
100%.
At least in the first half. You play like that in the first half against the Chiefs, you're not going to be winning 7-6 at the half.
Yeah, you're going to be down by 20 points.
Yeah, you're gonna be down 27-7.
Were you surprised that CJ Stroud woke up and just decided to start running, and that broke open the game?
It seemed like he was like, you know what, we're gonna win. I have to put this on my shoulders, and it worked.
Anthony says Houston has a chance depending on who refs the game for the Chiefs.
I guess there is the ref thing too, but
so yeah, it's great here. Waiting, watching Fantastic Live with my lady. So I gotta hop in and support. And troll Anthony a little bit. What would it take? The refs to start. Maybe they could be on their own Taylor Swift. Beyonce, maybe. They could bring their own one.
It's true. Beyonce is from Houston.
Yeah, she's from Houston. You know, I think she might be doing her own thing. But yeah, hey.
That's true.
Was Shaq Mason out? Does that mean Scruggs has to play, or is that Kendrick Green is going to play right guard? The reason I ask that is because Chris Jones going against a third string right guard might F up the entire game.
Yeah, that's probably not going to be the best case scenario for the Texans right there.
Like you asking Shaq Mason to do it is one thing. You asking Scruggs or Kendrick Green to do it, that's a whole nother problem, right? And he could destroy entire game plans. Everything you decide, nothing that works. You know, he's in the backfield meeting Joe Mixon every time he gets the ball.
And you can't just necessarily double team him either, because you got Karlaftis, who's suddenly like waking up. Like the end of his season was ridiculously good. You got Bolden on the second level with blitzing and whatnot. Like
one of the best tacklers ever. Like
it's,
they have shut down
right, and he plays right behind Jones. So
yes, he does.
So that could be a real problem if they start blitzing like that too.
You know, Drew Tranquil is actually playing pretty decent. I mean, and they still have Trip McDuffie is amazing. Justin
Reed is the safety.
Yeah, I mean, they just have a lot, really. So, what's it going to take? Lightning in the bottle. Lightning in the bottle. And, you know, this is one of those times where Patrick Mahomes is a little rusty, and then they can't get off the field. Stuff like that will probably be what it takes.
Yeah.
With all that said,
re-aggravate the ankle, you know.
Yeah. Or just do a bad move.
Although I don't even know re-aggravating the ankle. Didn't Mahomes take out like 2 or 3 teams on one leg last year? So
that's true.
So I don't even know if that would be enough.
He said, "Put a wooden peg on there. I got this, man. I got this."
Well, Hollywood's back too, and he's had all this time to practice.
That's true.
So there's no telling what that offense might look like.
But they
had the one game.
They looked so good. The end of the season, they looked amazing though. When everyone was in position, when Xavier Worthy was just a gadget guy, and he's the second fastest guy on the field. Well, Hollywood Brown and DeAndre Hopkins being the big guy.
Like, how scary is it that, like, the beginning of the season to now, like, their number 1 receiver is, like, now their number 3 receiver?
Yes. Is it possible that Travis Kelce might be the second best tight end on the team?
Right.
Well, Noah Gray. Noah Gray gets the ball all the damn time. Man, this team, they're 2 deep on running back. They're like 4 deep on wide receiver. They're 2 deep at tight end. They got their line. Joe Tooney, who is the best left guard in all football, is now the left tackle.
How crazy would it be if this whole just regular season they were punking us, and now they come out and they put up like 50 points on the Texans, and then like another. I'm like, oh damn, this offense was just playing with us, I guess.
I mean, would you be surprised? Honestly. There's nothing.
I'm gonna be mad, honestly, because I could have had, Hollywood Brown this whole time.
They're just trying to wait to get to the playoffs. That's it.
Well, I'm just saying. You imagine how if they look that good? Like I said, Hollywood Brown played 1 game. Like, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, Anthony. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Anthony says, "Do we
have a clear choice for season awards?"
After we get through this Ravens Bills game, then I'll have all of it ready. Till then,
awards. Well, the star best podcaster goes to Mark.
Hey, I vote for Mark too.
Oh, it doesn't have weird Funko Pops in his background.
I mean, funny. I could go on the other side, but that's too much.
Oh, you meant NFL. Uh-oh. That's funny.
Hey, you know what? This is
I am jealous of that Mighty Ducks jersey.
It's iconic.
Pretty dope.
He's
showing it off too.
Dude, the Bills Ravens game is got to be the game of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably gonna be the best game in the whole.
But would you be surprised if it's just like the regular season game, where the Ravens destroyed them, 35-10? That pass rush destroyed Josh Allen, and they ran all over the Bills defense. What have we seen since that game that makes you think that won't happen again?
I think the offense wasn't that like in the beginning of the season.
I want to say it was like 6th or 7th week.
Week 4.
Let's look, see where it was.
It was a Sunday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was. It was a primetime game. I think it was a Sunday night.
The game started off with an 8.
It was the 1, 2, 3, 4th week of the season.
Yeah, I said 3 or 4.
Yep.
It started off with the 80-yard TD by Derrick Henry.
Yep.
You want to know why I know this? Because that was yet another game I forgot to pick. And I'm sitting there, and I have Derrick Henry in one of my leagues, and I was doing something, and my watch went off, and I looked at it, and it was like Derrick Henry, 80-yard touchdown. Almost. And I sat there and went, God damn it. That game started. So I was like, I guess I went with the Bills because they lost. No, I think this is a completely different Bills team from the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean I think they'll win, but I think it'll be a lot closer. They're not going to get blown out.
During the game, Shakir had 4 receptions. Keon Coleman had 3. Dalton Kincaid had 5. James Cook only had 1. Curtis Samuel had 2. They had MVS. Dawson Knox only had 1. Rushing, James Cook was held to 39 yards. Josh Allen was held to 21 yards. Josh Allen had no touchdowns or interceptions.
Also, they don't have Zay Flowers. I don't believe he's playing.
Zay Flowers is what I have him listed as questionable, but in that game, he only had 1 catch for 10 yards.
Hey, that was important 10 yards.
It was 1 catch for 10 yards. So I'm just saying.
Is it me? Like, I don't think, I think Zay Flowers is good and he has talent, but I don't think at this point he really makes or break the offense, whether or not he's in there or not.
I think he's just extra help.
Exactly.
He's extra.
If you look at how they did it last week, I mean, Bateman showed up, got a touchdown. Obviously, they were trying to get to Mark Henry. You know, they have weapons. Derrick Henry, Mark Henry. I just said Mark Henry.
I was like, Mark Henry, yeah. That's the world's strongest man came out there.
Here I am creating more people.
He's not creating.
I just combined Mark, Andrew, and Derrick Henry.
Mark Henry is the big black guy from WWE.
I know who Mark Henry is. Okay, I watch wrestling. But first, I want to go Travis Henry and now I'm combining Mark Andrews and Derrick Henry. I'm always combining tight ends with Derrick Henry for some other reason.
I mean, because he looks like a tight end. He's a big tight end.
You're not wrong. He is like 6'3", almost 250, 240 something.
Yeah, he says he
still moves lightning quick. It's crazy.
He says he's 245. He's probably 260.
Yeah, I mean, probably with pads and everything. Yeah, he's probably 260. But.
So, I mean, no, they did do a lot without him. Isaiah Likely just plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get more plays with him. And Lamar Jackson is he's such a weapon. But I do believe Josh Allen is also a great weapon. And I think Josh Allen's going to feel a certain type of way being second team All-Pro. So we don't get the best out of Josh Allen. We might get the best out of Lamar Jackson. So this might be something special. Or...
Hey, we were this close to this game being in Baltimore, okay?
Yeah. There's a 1 game difference between these two teams. One was size 14 or 13. If Isaiah Likely had a size 13 shoe, this would be in Baltimore.
Actually, if they caught that touchdown, the Ravens probably might have had. Oh no, they wouldn't have.
No, they still had number 2. They still because there would have been 2 losses.
Well, no, but the Chiefs would have lost. Oh, but then the Bills would have 1 more loss. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ravens or
No, it's literally right there.
No, wouldn't the Chiefs have? Oh, no, they went 15-2. I keep forgetting there's 17 games.
Yeah, they were 15-2 then. They're 16-1. They would have been 15-2. No, they went 15-2 anyway. So they would have been 14-3. Losing to the Ravens would have had.
Well, the Ravens only would have had 13 wins.
13 wins, and so the
Bills they still would have been one up on the Ravens. So it would just have switched.
It's all right. Got ahead. Thanks for being entertaining. Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh man, I hope you enjoyed.
Because you said I deserve podcast for the year, I'll forgive your flight. Bring on.
Bring Alec on. He is funny. I like it. We're going to definitely do it. I'll hit you in Discord since I'm in your other Discord. So yeah, I could definitely do that. I don't even know what I'm thinking.
I know you were like, I don't have any way to communicate.
I was like, I can just text you. It'll be fine. Whatever. So we'll figure it out.
I mean, I know we don't tend to use the Discord that often, but kind of forget it's there. But it's there.
Let's pick these games real quick then. Yeah. Terry woo on Discord. See ya. I was like, Zion, I know. I got it. So let's pick these games real quick. So Saturday game, the early games, Houston, Kansas City.
I am gonna go Kansas City.
All right. On what score? I'm gonna make it a little bit harder.
I think it's 27-20.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to go Kansas City. I'm going to say 34-20.
Okay, so we both think they're going to score 20. It's the difference on what the other team scores.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to show out, honestly.
I would be shocked. I feel like Andy Reid, I think he did it with Philly too. Like, he knows how to work the bye week. So.
All right, so game 2 is the Lions and Commanders at Lions. What do you see?
I mean, I want to say Commanders, but
dude, go with your team. I don't know why you don't go down with the damn ship.
Let's go down with it. I'll go Commanders. I went with them last week. Going with them this week.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going with the Lions.
I think we beat the spread. I'll say that much.
I think you don't beat the spread, because if you did, I would go Commanders. But because of that, I think the spread, I think you lose by 11. I'm literally going. I'm gonna go 30-41. 30-41. Yeah, you guys are.
I'm gonna say we win 38-35. Last minute field goal.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one. If it's close, I could believe in that score. I really can.
Zay Gonzalez doinks it in again. Oh my gosh, dude.
You freaking missed that. Oh my goodness.
I saw it. I was like, my mom, because we went out for it. Zay Gonzalez kicks it, and before it even gets to the upright, she turns around and goes like this, and she's pumping her fist, and I'm standing there like,
oh.
And she's like, what? And I was like, he doinked it in. And she's like, what? And she turns around and watches the replay.
He almost.
She's like, I thought it was just going in.
He almost Cody Parkey'd it, man.
Ooh. I was like, good Lord.
Anthony
by the way, this is his.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This was his Discord name.
Terry Tate. Woo. I have him on there, so yeah.
I think Dan Campbell will make a fourth down play to change the game.
That's
for the good or for the bad? Like, he'll go for it on fourth down and miss, or he'll go for it on fourth down and get it.
I think he believes
because you say that, but then we might just go ahead and do the same thing on the next drive. So
I just think because they're running backs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, they have top end talent. Their top end talent is better than your top end talent.
You know what scares me the most?
Jaden Daniels.
Our running defense is not great,
and they have everything you want to run back to between those. I
don't know if Jerome Payne is playing. He did not practice.
Whoa.
He hurt his finger.
Gibbs is going to run. It could have 4 touchdowns, but I'm going to say Dave Montgomery has 2, Gibbs has 2, and Goff has 2. One to Amon-Ra and one to Jameson.
No Laporta.
No Laporta this game. He just has 100 yards. 10 catches for 100 yards. Anthony says miss on 4th down for you to win.
There you go. Miss on 4th down.
That's a real fan. I want you guys going down with the ship. That's how you do it.
For the record, can we trade back Lattimore? Yeah, I felt like he kind of came through when the game mattered. Now, granted, he was getting torched a lot by Evans.
I think he's just getting older, but Evans, that's what Evans said. You know what? I got this. Don't worry about it.
I don't think he's getting older. I still think he's rusty because he hasn't really played.
That's a good point.
He came back, played a game, missed like 3 more, came back, played a game, missed the last one. I think if he had a consistent time playing, that's why I think if he stays healthy next year, he'll probably be back to form. But we'll just have to see.
He's got to look at the age. That's the difference, though.
No, it is true. And then I was reading something that outside of running back, corners tend to have the biggest drops.
All of a sudden, 28 just hit this wall. And
yep.
Okay. Eagles-Rams is the 2:00 game on Sunday. How do you think it goes?
The Eagles will probably win, but I think Matthew Stafford, if they play a perfect game, they can make it interesting.
I'm gonna go 24-27 Eagles in overtime.
Interesting.
I think Stafford gets them to overtime, gets them tied at the end of the first regulation and goes to overtime. I can see
Eagles get a field goal, then Stafford gets a touchdown. Goes into overtime 21-21.
I think they missed the first one, and then the Eagles, or even the Eagles, get like an interception or something like that, or a fumble, and then Elliott comes in and kicks the field goal to win the game. Overtime rules. And then Bills Ravens. Where are you going? There's nothing you can say that anyone's going to say is wrong. Nothing you say right now. Right now, Bills actually are. So I have it on ESPN as the Baltimore Ravens are a 1-point favorite. I have it on Vegas Insider that the Bills are a 1.5-point favorite.
But that still means the Ravens are technically favored because when you're the home team, you get the automatic -3.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Like we said, I think this probably has the makings of the best game. I think it just comes down to which defense decides it wants to show up. I mean, the Bills can play like they did against Bo Nix and the Broncos. I'm granted, Lamar is no rookie. Far from it.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. I think final score 31-28. I don't know who's winning.
I'm going to go off the board. Everyone's going to be surprised. I'm going to say, well, I don't think you'd be surprised. I'm going to say Baltimore wins 37-33.
Just to be opposite of you, I'll say Bills 31-28.
I just don't think Lamar, if he doesn't win this year, he won't win.
Oh, there's a lot of people who said that.
You know, with Derrick Henry now and Lamar, I don't think. And what's the one thing that the Bills can't do? Stop the run. And now you got the two best running people at their position. You know, there. I think that's a bad matchup. You know, if I'm picking Lamar over Josh, right, or if I pick a Derrick Henry over every running back they have, is it possible that I take Mark Andrews over every tight end they have? Yeah. You know, is it possible Zay Flowers is better than, you know, the other wide receivers there?
It doesn't matter. He's probably, well, I guess he's questionable. But
they say he's questionable. His outlook is going to be game time decision, but he might play. But even if he does play, he's probably going to be more of a decoy. Yeah. But you still have Isaiah Likely. They still have Bateman. They still have all these things because their running game is so good.
Can you even trust Flowers? He's the reason they didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he literally is. But that's why I think
they had it, and he's like, "Oh
no, I'm going to fumble it on the 1 yard line."
He got the script for that game and was like, "Are you for real? I got to do what?"
So I ain't doing it, and he drops it anyway. It's like, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm still going Ravens. I believe we're gonna get Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, Eagles. I think it's the most compelling. Can Lamar finally get the monkey off his back? If Lamar goes in to win the Super Bowl, he has to go through the Chiefs. But if he does, he immediately becomes a Hall of Famer.
1-2 and 1-3. That's not very fun. Let's throw some mixes in there.
Oh,
get a 6 seed in there.
Oh, 6 in there.
How about 6-4, huh? Commanders,
6-4. Okay. I think you have a much better chance of the Rams coming in, but than the Commanders. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. With all that being said, I want to pull up this episode of Gridiron Heights. I saw it sitting there, and I decided not to watch it so I could watch it with you guys. I thought this would be a funner way. I thought about it, man. I really thought about it. So this looks really interesting. And it has your guy. I was like, oh, Jaden already doing it. So let me see if I can pull it up and we'll watch it together. Share screen. Whoops. All right. Here we go. We're going to watch it all the way through.
Is my mic sounding better, or is it still making that noise?
It hasn't made that noise in 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
I haven't even done anything. No idea.
The code saved the day.
I guess.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, no. It says Darnold. Where am I?
Where am I?
It's the playoffs, silly!
What are playoffs?
Welcome to the Wildcard Games! Remember that game from childhood you loved? We made it scary!
That's Mahomes, right?
No one else sounds like that. Gotta use a modulator.
In this game, you have 2 minutes to find pay dirt.
2 whole minutes?
Move those chains!
2 whole minutes?
Oh, yeah, Gary. It's go out there, storm on the line.
Maybe we don't run across that and just pass instead?
I think you should run it.
You got this.
Ah, yes! Oh, y'all are trying to get me to fight someone.
Begin! Rock, paper, scissors, audible!
We just really overthinking draw out the simple game. They think we
So, what are we thinking for dinner after?
Hit the target to
Do whatever
advance.
Josh is already doing.
No, you need to hit the little target.
I'll just scramble.
Player number 6 is eliminated.
Wait, no.
Oh, real bad for what?
Okay, I'll take it from here.
Okay, let me try it.
Get your hands off me!
We've got a fighter.
We got him! He has to concede.
Coach, he's overpowering us.
Kill, kill, kill!
I'm sorry, you have been eliminated.
It's fine. I've been dead before.
R.I.P. to some real ones. We fall because we love ball. Too many dangerous threats left. It's time to go undercover and join the game ourselves. Oh, hell yeah. Coach, wait, Commanders, let's leave this on a frustrating cliffhanger.
I like it so much. So Squid Games. Was it anything sign wise? I just love this.
The doll is a metaphor for capitalism, we think.
Fake.
Oh, like
two whole
minutes.
Move those chains. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a bottomless pit? It's hilarious. The Lab McConkey, you didn't understand anything he said, basically.
I do that all the time now. We were watching the game, and I was like, McConkey. Well, that's just his name now, I guess.
I can't read what that says.
I have an idea for a worse version of this, Mr. Beast.
Bring a whole
Brings
meeting.
A whole new meeting to surface tension.
Oh, I get that. Okay. Oh, y'all trying to get me to fight somebody. Rock, paper, scissors, audible.
We like this one because we didn't have to build an elaborate setup for it.
Fake punt, cover Ty Johnson, triple reverse, flea flicker, fake field goal, onside kick, fake field goal, end around, Fumbarooski, Bundarooski, halfback pass, Statue of Liberty, swinging gate, hooking ladder, hidden ball trick, 3-man weave, check down, check down, check down, check down, check down. Bo Nix run, last one.
So speaking of onside kick, they might get rid of him.
Really, that sucks.
Yeah, they might do the XFL thing where you get like 15, like a one play to get 15 or 20 yards.
Dude, that means the Lions that's all the Lions are ever gonna do. I still love this. Do whatever Josh is already going to do.
Right.
Joe Brady's a genius, guys.
His has all got every single square filled out, and his is just do whatever Josh already going to do. Throwing relay. Hope your supporting cast can carry you.
He said, "Hey, it was funny." He was like, "Throw it to the spot." He kept throwing to Justin Jefferson. No, throw it to that little target. Justin Jefferson again. That's all he knows how to do. Of course, he can't scramble. Come on, that's not even fair.
To be fair, Baker stiffed freaking Bobby Wagner. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. Baker's tough. Is there anything else that we missed?
A new rule for next year: can teams challenge a missed ref call?
Never. Mahomes will never allow. Dan Campbell's so awesome. I mean, he called out the Commanders.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Wait, Commanders! Let's leave this on a front-running clip.
Oh man, I
told you to use a synthesizer.
It's like, can we all hear him? It's Mahomes, right?
All right, I have one last thing, and then I don't know if you want to call it after that, but
that sounds good to me.
Do you watch that Vikings game?
Yes.
Was that a pass?
No.
Dude, that pissed me off. So I was like, he literally, like, his hand, this is a pass going forward. He goes like this. I'm like, he gave it up the minute he decided to do that. Not to mention, if it was considered a pass, should have been intentional grounding. Because it was no one near.
You know what it is, right? It's the tuck rule.
Well, they don't have the tuck rule anymore.
I think as long as Tom Brady's around, the tuck rule
is gone. They got rid of it. And
he
wasn't tucking it. He literally was going down and he just goes like this.
Yeah, I wish I could show.
And they said it was a forward pass. And I'm like, how do you consider that a pass?
Because it's a toss, any type of toss, I guess it's a pass, but I want to pull it back up. Vikings.
I literally feel like that's what altered the entire game, was that one call.
Find it real quick.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I thought I'd get a wax figure of myself.
Not a sponsor.
Cool, right?
Looking confused.
Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, I even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know. Years after I'm gone.
Okay, bizarre situation.
All right, let's watch this. I think this is it. Hold on. Yep, this is it. I think this is it.
I don't know. I just was like, I don't know. It kind of irritated me because, like, I get the whole rule that if you review it and you see a penalty, you can't call the penalty, whatever.
But how do you not call intentional grounding? I don't know. So here we go. Here's the play coming through. That is.
All I know is I was just like, are you for real?
How's that now a fumble? I don't know. Let's rewind it again.
It definitely looks like a fumble from that view.
How is that not a fumble? Oh my God.
Like, even when they do the close-up one.
That looks like it comes out of his hand. It doesn't even look like it slipped
that's what
out.
I'm saying. And they called it a freaking pass.
Man.
And that altered the whole game because the Vikings would have had the lead.
It's definitely intentional grounding because where is anyone catching the ball there?
The closest guy randomly comes into the screen after the Viking guy picks it up.
That has to be a fumble.
Should have been a fumble based off other calls I've seen in the last few years. Yeah, I don't disagree.
I don't know how this is possible.
Like, I get the ones where, like, you're doing this and then the ball comes down, hands going forward. It makes sense to me, but that made no sense to me whatsoever.
That should not be. No, that's no doubt. That should have been a fumble. That's a terrible call. And I think you're right. Now, because the Vikings scored that touchdown right there, this entire game changes. Oh, so is that Puka that's right there? That's what they called it. Puka was the guy.
Puka was the one that they said was in the area. He doesn't even come into frame until after the Vikings guy picks it up. So
no, he's there. He's right there. He's within 2 yards. That's not. I'll pull that back up again. He's there. The fact that that's not intentional grounding is beyond me, because he's too close. He's too right there in the area. That's what it is. He's
they didn't call intentional grounding.
So that's why they can't call it.
They just said it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, no, I understand why they did it. I do understand why they called it. I understand what's happening. Do I agree with it? I just don't. I think that it goes against the spirit of the call, and I believe you really cost the Vikings a chance to really get into that game. And all the momentum was taken away. I don't like it.
I just feel like when that got called back, all the wind in their sails was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a turning point to where, like, it didn't matter what they did. They weren't doing anything.
And really, this game cost Brian Flores. I think Brian Flores would have been a finalist for a lot of jobs if this game would have went different. And if they call that a fumble, his defense, you know, the defense, they're one thing happens and the next thing happens, and all of a sudden they're creating quicksand, and all this stuff is running downhill. And I really believe it would have been a different game. And I think that's what the NFL didn't want. So it didn't follow the script. So that's why I have
it. Didn't follow the script.
That's what I'm going with, man. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's terrible. On that note, I'll say this. The Vikings got screwed for that play, but they still could have done something to block for Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was under assault. Literally.
I know. I told Braden, I said, hey, were the Vikings like watching Giants game film or get ready for this game? Because good Lord.
They should have been arrested. They should have been arrested for assault.
Attempted murder.
For attempted murder. Exactly.
They're trying to get their quarterback killed.
Oh my gosh, that was so bad. But I think that this means Sam Darnold will be moving on. JJ McCarthy will be staying in Minnesota. I don't know, unless you do a transition tag. Do a transition tag. I think that he only have to be paid $30 million. Do you do that, or you usually let JJ have the reins?
I don't know. We'll just have to see. I still think JJ. I don't know. If you let Darnold go, you still need to bring in some kind of veteran quarterback.
I don't know.
I do feel bad for Darnold though. He had
his chance.
Palm of his hands.
Well, the fact that Aikman called him out and said that he lost $20 million in the last 2 games, I would have been like, "Fuck you, Aikman." It's like you don't even deserve to be in it.
You know what's crazy?
The Hall of Fame.
You realize this? They won 14 games this year, and then they lost 4 games by losing to the Lions and the Rams consecutively twice.
Yep. Only to those 2 teams. That's it.
They lost 4 games to 2 teams consecutively twice.
And I saw
they won 6 games, then won 8 games, and then couldn't do anything.
I saw Minnesota live, and I thought they were a really good team. And if they got started, they're one of those teams that once they got rolling, they're going to be really hard to beat. So that call probably did cost them the game. So no, I agree. I think everything you said, everything with that is huge.
All right, anything else?
Nope, I am good. That's all I have for tonight's show. You want to close it up? You go ahead and do it.
Well, I might do it. All right. Well, thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate it. We had Anthony, as always. We had Alec. Looking forward to hearing from you. Can't wait to possibly see you on the show. Should be fun. Yeah. Then we had a couple of random one other person, but he came in just for the like. So
we always got B. I appreciate you, man.
Right. But because it hasn't been said in forever, because he hasn't been here, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are. This is the Dynasty Pylon, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Peace, guys.
Later.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate. I was born when I watch me elevate. I was born when I watch me elevate. When I watch me elevate.